Welcome back to another one on the XR6. Let's get to it. Alright, where we left off last time, just got the engine running right. We're back together with all those issues I was chasing. It was all ghosts in the end. It was just the vacuum line and the starter wire was swapped somehow. Alright, on this one, going to be doing the body. Let's show you what we're doing. So I want to caramel wheel all the old tape off around the whole car, and I've got 20 meters of double-sided tape to redo everything. Now I've started here with the caramel wheel there, and I think because this tape's so old it's just leaving a lot of crap on here. So I went back over it, tried glue remover, which is ammonia, terps and metho, and the only one that worked was the terps to get it like this. I didn't do this part yet, so see, it's a bit cleaner than here. Not by much. Looks like someone's replaced the tape before. I think this door might have been painted as well. I just rubbed a bit of crap off this. You see it's got shine to it. But if you look here, paint's all cracky. And it's the only panel I can find like that. If you look down the line there, that door's shiny. Yeah, you can sort of see it. The shine sort of stops around here. Sorry, dirty fingers. Playing with all my tools. And then it goes crappy here. We'll polish it up in the end anyway and see how it looks, but you can see it's very flaking off. It's real bad. Alright, I want to continue on with this door. Alright, this side's done. Haven't done the driver's side yet. I'll give my hand and the drill a rest. I took a bit of paint off. That's alright, it'll be covered. This bit here, it was siliconed on at one point, so I ended up razor blading it, and I was using this for the cleanup, just a scour pad, and yeah, worked well with the thinners. Now the mouldings, they're not going to be fun because most of the tape's on those, so I don't know, just going to figure it out. Razor blade, scour. I'm not going to use a rubber wheel on there, probably be a mistake. Well, I'll try it. I'll try a little bit with the caramel wheel. Oh, I'm flat. I'm gonna have to call it a day soon. It's like, I don't know, 4 o'clock. Been at it all day. Alright, here's what I'm doing. Bit of heat gun and razor blade. I'm taking this side off. That's going to come back through the scourer and the thinners after. This side's a bit more tricky because there's a little bit of a lip here. So the razor blade won't slide as well as it did over here. I did leave a few marks here and there, but you won't see it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'll do them, and I'll do all the passenger side for now. And then I'll move on to the driver's side when that's done. Yeah, slow, long process, but we'll get it done. Alright guys, next day, this side's done. Tried to line it up with this one here. Not perfect, but they're pretty damn close. And I didn't clean it up too well with all that old rubber. So I have to go in there and clean it after. I was already committed to sticking it on, I couldn't be bothered. Sorry if it's windy, I got the roller door open so the wind's flowing down. This one here doesn't match any shape really. If I want to get the red line to go straight with that one, then it's crooked up here. It's just, yeah, I noticed that with all the ED, EBs, EAs, I guess, that piece is always a little bit wonk-eyed. Probably could have gone over a bit, but oh well. Anyway, wish I could say I didn't have another side to do, but I do. So annoying and fiddly. But this is where we're at. Looking pretty good, I reckon. Driver's side is done. Yeah, no problems with this one. It all went on pretty well. Safe to say I'm gonna avoid ever doing these again, or for a while. I just, that sucked. It's been like a day. It's just so old. The badges I've got soaking in a ammonia bath over there. Just here. It won't damage the badges themselves, but it'll soften it. It's already getting softer. It's what you see in the crash repairs. Soak the badges just because of how like thin they are, and you know, if you're putting too much pressure you can snap them and break them. So gonna let them soak for a while before I try and scrape all that double-sided tape off. And with the panel itself, oh look, all the paint's ripped off anyway. I might get the rubber wheel and just try and get the big chunks off, but I don't want to damage the paint here, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Alright, before I go bolting this on, I'm going to take the solid lip spoiler off. It's broken in half anyway. But it looks like they're riveted on. 1, 2. I think that's it there. And those two there, holding on that old broken piece. It's off. All I did was the angle grinder on the other side. It was just the back end of the rivets. Now it does leave holes, but they're below that lip, so we'll be hidden enough. Once we clean it up and touch it up, it should look pretty good. Alright, let's put it on, I was about to say, but I need to find the nuts. Alright, let's go do that. Yeah, so new problem. I assumed that these 4 threaded bits would line up with these, and that's how they bolt in all together. But they don't. They fall short exactly in the middle, which then to me means I'm missing a bracket. So I'm going to show you these bolt in separate, behind even, going by the thing. So they go like that. That's it. They just settled in a little bit better. Alright. And I'm going to assume I'm going to need some sort of bracket here that slides in here. And there's a bolt hole here. Up here. And one down there. So I guess we're doing another trip to U-pull it. Which is fine, because I want to get that center seatbelt as well. Alright guys, next day here. Got the brackets, got the nuts to go with it as well, for all of it. So I don't need to use the ones I found. Seatbelt for the center rear, got that as well, no worries. Check the badges. Let them soak all night. Hey, look, it's already peeling it. It's just coming straight off. That's what you want. I'll keep them soaking. Not damaged, are they? No. See? She's all good. Alright, I'm gonna get that front bar on. I'm sick of looking at it like that. Sorry about the noise, they're working next door. So I was wrong about where they bolt up. They're not those holes there. So they do bolt up through here. They're just... So they bolt onto the bar there. And those ones bolt through there. Oops, you won't see it. Yeah, so that's it. No worries. There it is, fellas. It's on. Wasn't too bad. Just had to find some giant washers for the top bolts for the bracket. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, right. Anyway. Yeah. And everything clipped in. I don't like that indicator. I just noticed. It hangs down. I've cracked it too. Oops. That sucks. Watch, that sticks out too. Alright, well I thought the gaps are good, but there's something wrong with this indicator. I have to fiddle with that. Besides that, just got to get the badges on. Looks good. Guys, I'm not sure what's going on here. I remember when I put this together I mentioned how this gap wasn't right. There's no adjustment for the indicator, they just screw on. They're perfect holes. I've tried to loosen these off, tried to move this around, did that one, tried to push this back in, but the gaps here, if you look there, these gaps are the same as those gaps. So this is fine. The light mount is fine because it's got the 2 bolts there and the one down here, the bolt straight down. So something to do with this indicator. Maybe it wasn't molded correctly or something, I'm not sure. Anyway. Alrighty. I filled up the system with water. Just water for now, there's no leaks. I'm gonna go get some of that cooling system flush stuff, add it to the water. Not right now, I just want to put water in there now to see if anything's leaking, and nothing is leaking. Looks like we fixed those issues. I haven't put the airbox back on, that's still sitting down there. I did just wipe over this headlight surround. Looks like someone's grinding near it, it's all like rusty particles. Yeah, I'll show you what I've done over here. Badges are on both sides, pretty straight, pretty symmetrical to the other side. Doesn't have to be perfect to the other side because you only see one side at a time anyway. I was going to drop it on the ground and put the wheels on just to have a good look, but I still got to service the transmission, so that'll wait. I bolted the spoiler on. I haven't double-sided taped it or anything yet, I just wanted to put it on there to get a good feel of it. This is that side that's missing the bolt, sticks up. Double-sided tape will hold that down, no worries. But the reason why I haven't stuck it down is I think I'm going to paint the boot. I'm not the worst painter in the world, but this is a small section I should be able to. Just because it's rust, I want to get rid of this, sand it back, and try and skim over some of those hail dents with some filler. Paint's peeling here. So yeah, I want to do that. Hey. But yeah, body's complete. It's done. Let's try this one there. And by complete, I mean it's together. It's not clean. I'll see how to clean it. Yeah. I'm out of time for today. I'm not ending the video because I don't think I've filmed that much on this one. Busy over the weekend. It's Friday, so I'll start again on Monday. Get the trans service and then I'll lower it in the ground and we'll see how it looks. I'll drive it up and down here in the driveway and see if the brakes are good enough. Still has the ABS fault, but they were stopping the rear wheels from spinning. One wheel, open wheeler, no LSD. Alright, see you guys back here on Monday. Alright guys, weekend's passed. We had a cool change, it's a bit breezy. I've got the bottom bolts of the trans loosened, it's draining. The oil is black and stinks. I don't think it's ever had a service. So it should be good. Yeah, I'll show you. So yeah, as you can probably see, it's as brown as engine oil. Not very good. Yeah, oh, it stinks bad. Yeah, I've just got these back end bolts loose. Haven't loosened the top ones, front ones yet, because it was draining enough, so I'm just going to keep it at this angle until it finishes draining almost, and then loosen them all a bit more, just so I don't make a mess, splash all over the concrete. I'll bring it back in when we're at that point. Also, back passenger here. Well, I just threw some black paint. It's not the best, but yeah, over the mud and rubber, whatever. Didn't do anything with the springs or shocks. I just sprayed the center here, just so when the wheel goes on, this will clean up with when it starts braking. Yeah, just tidy up a little bit. Did the back of the axle there, not the diff yet. Haven't checked the fluid in the diff. I'm going to do that after the transmission. Yeah, it's coming along. Alright, got the pan out. That's still dripping under there. Really black. Very sludgy. Very sludgy. Hopefully the trans is good. There's no chunks though, so that's good. Just a lot of clutch material, I guess. See, it's sort of grey. Sort of see it swirling around the greyness. So I'll clean this up and so obviously, yeah, look at it. Yeah, clean this up, change the filter, and put the fresh fluid in. Hopefully the trans is good. It did shift before, so fingers crossed. Alright, so I have a stun pans on. I've put just over about 4.2 litres in. Internet says 4.5 litres for just the service, pan service. No leaks. The dipstick is showing way over full. There is a cold mark, but I'm assuming it needs to pump through to get to that cold level first. So I got the cap off the overflow. I haven't run it with the water yet. It's full of water still, I believe. Yep. And that hasn't leaked out over the weekend. So let's fire it up and see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Alright, it's first start since the other day. That's interesting. Alright, timing's a bit off still. I need to move the dizzy. I just tightened it down where it was. No leaks yet. Brakes seem to work. It's been running for about 5 minutes now. There's a couple of drops of water. They're coming from one of those hoses. I think where the heater tap line goes, the return, there's those bits that fork off and they're all corroded. I think it's leaking from the small one. Alright, now the overflow is puking. Better put the cap on. Cap's on. Let's see if that leak gets worse. Not that leak. Thermostat open up yet? Oh yeah, it's hot. I checked the transport level, it's pretty good now. I'll check it again later on, we'll run it more. That exhaust is, it's stuffed. It's been bottomed out and something. The Cadillac converter's smashed in. The muffler just behind it, sort of pushed off the pipe. That's what that loud sound is. But she's running and those main leaks are done. Whoop. Was a close one. I don't know if you guys saw on the camera the bit of ember fall down. Something was on fire. I'll show you. So down there on the where the water is, I just sprayed down there as leaves. And yeah, they caught a light, so I'm gonna have to clean this engine bay out a bit better than that. Like I had the hose right next to me. Yeah. Whew. Heart's a bit racy. Well, I can't tell now because all that water's from the hose. Well no, I did actually check that out as well. That leak is where I said. So, a little bit hard to tell. You see down there, below my thumb, it's a different colour, that's water. So that's coming out of this. Come on. Down in here, there's this big one, there's a small one, which connects like up over here as well to that other side. That's leaking from there. I might just need to try and get... Oh, it's just a pinch clamp, that's why. You can sort of see it there. I might need to try and get that, but not now because the engine's hot. Alright, well, I'm going to call that a good success. I'm happy with that. Transmission shifts, wheel turns, brakes work, even though it says check ABS. I don't know what to do about that. Well, the one wheel brakes, so can't really check these because it's not all drive. I don't know what that was meant to do. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap this one up. Huge success on that one. I'm happy now. After that last video, almost crushed me, defeated me. But I won. Anyway, more things to do. Next episode will be cleaning up. So I painted that one wheel arch on the back there. I'll do the rest and where you can sort of see. And then I'll get the wheels on the ground. Yeah, give it a good clean up. Wash it. Give it a polish. That boot lid. I said I haven't taken this down because I was probably going to paint it. I've decided that I'm way too lazy. So I'm just going to give it a good polish. And these corners, sand them back. I'll just sand them back and put a bit of rust, whatever you call it, preventative, and then some white paint. I'll get some of the codes made up and just touch up these bits and give it a polish, and be a couple imperfections, but it'll be alright. So yeah, I'll stick this down. I'll probably end up, yeah, because that sticks up so much. Not sure what to do there. Paint's pretty cracky too. Might heat gun it a bit and try and press it in with the tape. Maybe I'll double layer the tape. But yeah, needs a good clean, wheels on, and paint everything. So with that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Almost getting to the end of the XR6. So once I get it going, like on the road probably registered, I might do sound system in there. This is an aftermarket deck that doesn't work. fuse in the back might be blowing, but it's not Bluetooth, so I'll just get one of those cheap ones. Speakers and all that jazz. Alright guys, see you next time here.